Quasi here, and in this video, I'm going to share with you why affirmations aren't working for you, how to actually get them to work, and by the end of this video, I'm going to share with you 2 keys that help me personally use affirmations, tailor them to myself to get effective results. Before I begin this video, I wanted to quickly announce that the free one-to-one consult for the Reality Mastery Program is open. So make sure you click on the link in the description below to sign up, to get on a call with me, to see if we'd be a good fit to work together to help you take your life to the next level. And also wait till the end of the video for the announcement on that. So with that, let's get started with this video. Let's talk about affirmations. First of all, what you got to understand is that affirmations are catered to changing your own beliefs at the subconscious level. Now, as we've grown up, we've heard certain things, we've seen certain things, we've experienced certain things, and they've wired us to be a certain way. As a result of that, we have developed this own self-image for ourselves, what we're capable of doing, what we're incapable of doing. So what affirmations are tailored to do is change this self-image at a subconscious level. So if used correctly, they can be very, very powerful. But the problem is most people use them incorrectly. And I've had to learn this the hard way myself. Why most people fail to use affirmations correctly is because they're not able to understand how the mind actually works. Now, see, how the mind works is that it works on division and multiplication. So any single thought that you have, when you try to push it off to the side, let's say you have a doubt about yourself and you have some fear. Let's say you're about to get on stage and do some, go for an interview or, give a speech, and you have all of these fears, all of these doubts. What most people normally do is they try to get themselves to feel better. They're like, oh no, don't feel bad, just feel better. Instead of working through the fear, moving through the thought, moving through the nervousness, they try to resist it. So when you have a thought, a fear, and a doubt, and you don't like it, you try to resist it, what happens is this creates more multiplication and division. So it starts to replicate itself more and more. So to give you an example, if I ask you to not think about a pink leopard, all you can do is think about this pink leopard, right? So this is how the mind works. Any thought that you have, you try to push it off to the side, it actually multiplies and divides out more. Just the same way, what most people do is they use affirmations as a resistance to their current situation. Okay, so most people, when they feel sad, they say, oh no, I'm happy. And when they feel insecure, they say, oh, I'm confident, and they puff and puff their chest and move around like that. And when they feel poor, they say, oh, I'm wealthy, and all of that, right? So they use this affirmation as a resistance to their current situation. The problem with this is that it creates this same resistance, which in turn creates that same focusing effect, multiplying and dividing out this thought, this limiting belief that you have, more and more. So this keeps replicating on and on and on until it becomes rooted in your current reality. So this is the reason most people battle with their own beliefs. And when they battle, this keeps this belief alive more and more. So we've just seen that resisting it is not effective at all. And most people use these techniques, these visualizations, these affirmations to actually resist their current situation, which keeps it alive more. So you might be asking, oh, what do I do instead, Quasi? What was the breakthrough for me personally? Well, as we've concluded, when you say these affirmations like, I'm confident, this actually creates more resistance. Now, what you got to do is, now that you understand that the mind works in division and multiplication and that we've been conditioned over time, we have to consciously brainwash ourselves. So we have to condition ourselves to believe something that we actually want to believe over time, okay? The shift may happen instantaneously, but if the shift happens instantaneously, you keep getting haunted by these past thoughts. They'll always come up because they're rooted deeper than you think. So we got to keep working with it until we've overcome that previous conditioning and we've confirmed become. This is what we do in the Reality Mastery Program. We condition ourselves more and more to who we're becoming rather than who we were. Most people keep staying stuck in the past by the resistance, right? By propagating the old thoughts and beliefs. So you got to understand, first of all, how the mind works and how to brainwash yourself consciously. This is how you effectively use affirmations. So now that we've concluded that the mind works more and more in multiplication and division, we can use that to our advantage. Okay? So now I'm going to share with you 2 keys that's going to teach you how to actually condition yourself over time to change your beliefs. So with that, let's get to it. First of all, what you want to do is you want to use affirmations at least resistance, okay? What that means is whenever you're in a situation which you don't like, don't use the affirmation to turn the situation around. Before you get on a sales call with someone, if an entrepreneur like myself, you get on a sales call, or let's say you go to a big interview and you feel this resistance brewing up, don't resist it. Instead, feel into it. Don't use the affirmation at that time, because what that affirmation is essentially doing is it's trying to resist your current situation. Instead, just feel into it. Just let the fear be, let the anxiety be. Because when you fight it more and more, it keeps it alive more and more. When you let it be, it dissipates, it dissolves. Because your attention, the nature of your attention exists in 3 qualities. There's positive attention, there is negative attention, there is neutral attention. Positive and negative attention have the power to attract and create reality. Neutral attention has the power to dissolve reality. So what we want to do is put neutral attention onto that nervousness that we feel, onto that anxiety we feel, and watch it. Just basically watch it, observe it, experience it, okay? When you do that, you'll see that slowly, naturally, the fear will dissipate anyways. If I were to go up on stage, right, and do an interview, if first of all, I just worked with that feeling I was feeling, let's say I feel really nervous, I went up on stage and I said, guys, this is my first time speaking on stage, by the way, I'm really nervous. If you can't see it, I'm like shaking. You break it with humor, right? You laugh at yourself. And humor is a powerful quality. We were actually discussing that in the Reality Mastery program with one of my clients. How humor creates separation from yourself, because now you're too identified with the mind, what the thoughts are, what it's telling you, with the body, how you feel. But when you use humor, you start to look at yourself in the third person. And now you're no longer identified with the mind and the body, but you're looking at the mind and the body and you're laughing at it. You're laughing at the insanity. That's what you want to get to. So use the affirmations only at a point of least resistance, okay? What that means is usually first thing in the morning, last thing before bed. That's when you're in least resistance mode. That's when you're most relaxed. Use your affirmations, say your affirmations to yourself only at these points. Maybe you can say it throughout the day. And only use these affirmations to get to a good feeling state within yourself, okay? Don't use it to manipulate some result. This is what most people do. They visualize to manipulate some result. They use affirmations to get some quick result. They say, oh, I'm confident, and then they feel confident, they walk around confident, right? But it actually creates resistance to that current situation when there is internal resistance within you. So the key is use it at a point of least resistance. Now, number 2 is you want to back these affirmations up with what's known as confirmations. Now, I can't stress the actual power of confirmations, and I made a previous video, click up here, to check out how to actually use confirmations to root and close up the tie when you open up a new reality, okay? So most people use an affirmation to launch a new reality, a new idea, but the mind doesn't want to accept it because the mind needs concrete, cold, hard proof. Okay, without proof, the mind will be reluctant to accept any new idea. So how you give yourself confirmations is you use the day, okay? The whole day. Let's say I do my affirmations first thing in the morning, last thing before bed. As I'm going throughout the day, I'm making it a mission to look for proof of me confirming my affirmations becoming a reality. What that means is if I'm saying to myself, oh, Kwasi's confident, well, what are instances in my day-to-day today that I was confident? What are few instances that I was really confident and I conducted myself in a confident manner? What were the results of those? It doesn't matter how little it was, okay? You ignore anything that doesn't support your worldview, confirm everything that does support your worldview. In this way, you bring conviction to the mind that this is going to be a reality. Right, I can't stress the actual power of confirmations. It's absolutely crucial, because what you're doing when you're using confirmations is you're step by step getting your mind to believe. Okay, and we're going to talk about the illusion of belief, why you don't really need belief, in one of the videos that follow. I'll probably insert the link up here. So with that, I conclude this video. I hope this was helpful. But just to recap, let's talk about why most people fail with affirmations. First of all, affirmations are tailored to change your subconscious beliefs, okay? And second, most people fail because they don't understand how the mind works. What they're essentially doing is they're creating resistance to their current situation rather than swiftly changing it and shifting it, right? They're fighting with this current situation. When they use affirmations, they're not trying to go to a new reality. They're fighting with this current reality, which is keeping it alive. When you have force, force creates counterforce. So this doesn't become effective at all. And when you say affirmations, you say them at a point of high resistance. You say, oh, I'm confident even though you don't feel confident. Oh, I'm happy even though you don't feel happy. This creates resistance, creating this counterforce effect, keeping this current reality alive more and more. And what you got to do is condition this new belief you want to put in over time. It's at first a seed, which needs to grow into a beautiful flower, right? And the two keys to do that are, first of all, use affirmations at a point of least resistance. And usually this is first thing in the morning, last thing before bed. I have a set of 10 affirmations that I read right before bed and first thing in the morning when I wake up. This becomes very effective. I urge you to give this a try, right? Number two, use confirmations. Use your day-to-day life as a mission to confirm what you're intending to become. And in this way, you'll see that within 30 days, your whole life will change, right? I definitely urge you to give these two keys a try. And thank you so much for watching. Hope this helped out. Please make sure you sign up for the free one-to-one consult for the Reality Mastery Program if you were interested in working together to experience this whole powerful system. This is just a taste of what it could be like, right? So click on the link below to sign up. And if you qualify, we'll be getting on a call together to see if we'll be a good fit to work together. Also, I'm super excited to announce the free Facebook group is open. So click on the link in the description below to join this great big community and of like-minded people and a great mastermind, right? On top of that, if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell there so you're notified of any new video that I put out. And I'm excited to even communicating with you down in the comment section. So leave me a comment if you have any suggestions for what kind of content I should do. And I seriously hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Peace.